Diamond is just a term that determines if an area is square or not. If it's gone out of square, it will take what we refer to as a diamond appearance. And then how you get diamond is by moving one rail or rocker forward or rearward of the other one. So you have a length issue.
If I don't have the correct lengths on the left and right hand side, I can't repair the vehicle. I know that I probably will have some side sway also at each end.
With a damaged center section where it's hit from the side only, you could actually have a front or a rear section that was still relatively, if not perfectly, good. If you have diamond in a full frame vehicle, not only are you going to have diamond in the center, but you're going to have diamond in both ends. You're also going to have sway in both ends. So a diamond condition in a truck typically results in diamond to the center section, sway of the front, and typically maybe some sway of the back even. And if it got diamond because it got hit on a front rail, then you're going to have mash of one of the rails. So you end up with mash and sway and twist and diamond all together in one vehicle.
Now there's less diamond today than there was probably 15 years ago, because 15 years ago most frames were riveted together with huge forged rivets, which made them more flexible. Today, with the way frames are designed and welded together, there's much less diamond than there was in the past.
The old style was just, you know, 2 C channels with a handful of cross members. You know, we referred to them as ladder frames. You know, we don't quite make frames like that anymore. We box them. They're hydroformed. They're a lot stronger and stiffer. The cross members are much more substantial than what they were in the past.
Common thought is that there is not diamond in a unibody vehicle, when in fact there can be.
It can happen. In order for that to happen, it's going to have to take an impact probably straight onto the end of the rail, similar to what these 20% offset hits are, where it's just shearing that wheel straight back into the rocker. And that rocker has to come to a stop, and the other side is going to move forward.
And the reason there would be diamond in a unibody vehicle is because of how the rails are connected from the front to rear of the vehicle.
I have seen unibody cars that were diamond. The one that I saw that was diamond was a vehicle that hit a tree. And it was moving when it hit the tree.
As that rail comes back, it's taking the floor with it, so you'd get twisting and buckling in your floor. So you would probably have a car with significant damage that you probably wouldn't be repairing.
And this thing actually had, 7 or 8 millimeters of diamond in the center of a unibody car. I don't think you will probably ever see anybody repair a unibody car with diamond in it, because, that's a really messed up vehicle.
That's why you really don't hear much about fixing diamond in a unibody, because if it does happen, it took a hard enough hit that the vehicle's totaled.
But when you start to look at full frame vehicles, it's not uncommon to get a center section damage because you have a diamond condition. And in a diamond condition, you may have to start with as little as 2 points to be able to square up your center section.
Go back and pull your diamond out, and then go back, and then you can recenter using your 4 or 5 centering points, and then continue to repair your damage.
All computerized measuring systems out there are a 3-dimensional measuring system, so it's giving you height, length, and width. The problem that I see with just taking a tram measurement and Xing out that center section, one, you got to make sure both points are symmetrical. So in a lot of cases, like we talked about a build tolerance, if we've got one reference point at the front of the center section that was built maybe 1 millimeter too far forward, and that same side, that reference point is built 2 millimeters back from spec, we're within 3. But on the opposite side, we're 1 millimeter back and 2 millimeters forward. So I've got a short side and a long side. If I exit out, I got 2 different measurements. And if I don't have the correct width, that's going to affect it as well. So that's why just a point-to-point measuring system can be deceiving and may not give you the exact measurements unless you take all the proper measurements to give you a good starting point.
With something that's damaged in that way, it's real easy to make a mistake if you just go at it and don't put some thought into what's really going on with the vehicle.